Hey everybody, what is up, and welcome to part 5 of this Honda Shadow bobber build. And today we are struggling to do some wiring.
Yeah.
The person who owned this bike before us really did some crappy wiring. That's about the only way I can put it. So we're gonna do some troubleshooting today. We're also going to finish putting these caps on. I did one already, looks pretty good. Still gotta do the other side. So stick with us and we'll get to it.
So if you saw in the last video, I told you guys that we did a continuity test on this and it wasn't working. But we recently found out that we were wrong, of course. And we took the switch apart, we started playing around with it, and we were finally able to start getting it moving. We had to take the whole switch assembly out, take the pads out, the contact pads. And if you can see right there, when I hit it left, turns that pad connector left. We're gonna get this part on the handlebars, and hopefully we can wire these lights up and make it work.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So here's the problem. On the Fluke, these wires are showing 12 volts, which is enough to run one of these turn signals. The problem is when we hook up the turn signal, no matter what wire combination we use, it won't work correctly. We can't tell if it's the switch or the wires or the turn signal. We're not sure. McConnell's having a mental breakdown.
I'm just hangry. I think the reason why it's not showing up is that we don't have an electronic turn signal relay, so it's not gonna work because it requires an analog relay requires a voltage drop to work. It's very tough to troubleshoot it when you don't have the right relay. And the previous owner said the relay might not work. I did a coil test on it and it worked. The coil test was good, but I still don't have any solid lights coming on or blinking lights, so I'm just getting beat down. I've had enough.
So it sounds like we're gonna have to get McConnell some food so he doesn't hangry kill the motorcycle or roll it down the street. So we'll get back to you once we figured it out.
Aww. Yay!
Alright, so I was working on this and I've run into a little problem. The JP weld that was right here, this one was attached to here. I kind of made a little mistake here. I should have scratched the metal on both of these to give the JB weld something to hang on to, and I didn't. And as I was screwing in the final screw to the frame over there, the JB weld broke. So McConnell had a good idea. We have some 1/8 inch rivets left over from the Fox body build, and I'm going to use those to attach this a little bit more permanently. So. I got one done. I just want you guys to take a look at it and see what you think. We did have to change to make it rivets, but I actually think it looks kind of cool that way. And it's staying on there. And it ain't coming off like the JB Weld was. So we're going to go ahead and work on the other one. And McConnell's going to keep working on the electrical stuff. We'll let you guys know how it's going.
Hey everybody, welcome back. We finally got our mirrors in the mail, we got our blinkers, and we also should get the seat coming in the mail today. We just tackled getting the frame sealed off back here. And while we were putting that seal back on the frame, we were able to troubleshoot our wires and figure out which wire went to the brake light, which wire went to the blinkers, and what wires we're gonna use for our daytime running lights and also our brake lights. And I'll go ahead and show you guys these blinkers in the video real quick. These blinkers, they're gonna really modernize the bike up, because as well as being a turn signal, a daytime running light is also incorporated within the turn signal. So I really think this is gonna modernize the bike up real quick. So before we get started, we're gonna go ahead and find a way to mount our blinkers to the bike, and we'll be right back. So in case you guys are wondering why we're out here, our shop's currently being utilized by the homeowner right now, so we kind of got kicked out a little bit. I'm sure he wouldn't care if we asked, but we don't want to bother him. Well, now we're discussing where we want to mount these things at, and I was like, hey man, what do you think about back here where these threads are at? We could just drill and tap that and thread this in, but we realized that usually it has a nut on the back. So we were thinking, hey, let's take this to a clearance hole and then put this nut on the back like how it's supposed to go. So Whit came up with the bright idea to go ahead, I just keep dropping that. Whit came up with the idea to go ahead and stick it through here. Boom. Just like that. And then put the nut on the back of it. I think it's gonna look really good, and I've never seen these lights on a bobber before. So I think this bike's definitely gonna turn some heads, and people are gonna be like, what'd you guys do, man? So we'll cut to a time lapse. We're gonna get these things on and try to fire one up and see if it works. So let's get after it. We just got the front turn signals mounted, and they look pretty good. I like them. You guys just saw them in the time lapse, but instead of going through and soldering all the wires together, we're gonna use butt connectors just for now, because we don't want to solder everything and then have to redo it all over again. So we're gonna do butt connectors and try it out, and we'll show you guys real quick. Hey guys, welcome back. This is our third day doing this. If you've noticed, we've had a little change of scenery. We have been busy moving into the new house, so this is our new shop. We'll check it out real quick. A little bit bigger in here, a little nicer. Yeah, people are still ugly in here though.
Yeah. I mean, we still got the two ugly people working.
Yeah. So I think we left off day 2 on the turn signals, right?
Yeah.
The front turn signals. So we were wiring them up, and whenever we hit the blinker switch, they all went off at one time, and we were kind of like,
why?
Dude, yeah, we're like,
really couldn't figure it out, honestly.
We were like, dude, what's going on? So I did some research online, and apparently these old bikes with normal lighting, you do gotta get the solid state relay, but you also have to get a diode kit. Whenever we hit the switch, all the blinkers were going off at the same time. Went ahead and ordered the diode, so this is gonna work like an electronic check valve, so it's only gonna send signal to one side of the bike at a time now. Our next course of action, I think we're going to wire the blinkers up in the back. We'll show you guys that real quick, and then we're gonna wire this in. So hopefully once this is done, our blinker situation should be done. The
blinkers have been a way harder project than we thought it was going to be, but once they're in, I think they're going to look really good. Same with the taillights, so yeah, we'll let you guys know when we get it done.
Status report. We got it mounted on, we got it wired up, it's looking good. However, we're not too happy about how it's functioning, but this is a 93, so we are gonna run into some issues along the way. So I'll go ahead and turn the key on right here, guys. So it's gonna look like that while you're riding, but you hit your turn signal. We're gonna take a right, boom. It kind of cycles through all the options, but I really think people are gonna know that we're turning still. I mean, I don't think it's a safety issue. It's just not as clean as I wanted it, but it'll work. So, $800 bike. It's not doing too bad. I got the blinkers mounted up, they're all wired up, and we'll show you what it looks like real quick. So that's what it's gonna look like when you're riding from the back. Looks pretty modern, pretty sleek, looks good up here in the front. Yep, but like I was talking about earlier with that diode, our only issue is that when we go to turn, people aren't gonna know which way we're turning. I'll show you, it's supposed to be a turn right. Now all of our blinkers are going off, even in the back. We gotta wire that diode into the turn signal indicator, and hopefully that should solve the issue. If it doesn't, I might lose my mind. So let's get at it. Well, we finally did it. We got the blinkers on, they're wired up, we got the diode in, and it solved our issue. I'll go ahead and show you guys real quick. Boom. Alright. Let's go ahead and take a turn left. That's what it's gonna look like. I really like it. It modernized the bike up a lot. We might swap this headlight out with a bigger one. That'll probably be in our next video. We also installed these mirrors. If you remember how the bike looked before, it had those big 90s block mirrors on it. So we got a lot going on up here, but it looks really clean. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and put a panel here so we can clean things up for y'all, and then it'll look really good, and I'm excited. Oh yeah, coming up on our next video, we try to get away with painting our own white walls, and as you can see over here, show you guys, there's not a flexing agent in the paint, so we're getting all that, and that's no bueno. So I went ahead and ordered these offline, legit white walls. So we got to get those mounted, and we'll keep pressing on from there. Should clean the bike up more, make it look more quality, because that's what we're going for. But overall, the bike's looking awesome. I like it. We might need to wire a brake light up in the back, and we're thinking we're gonna take this guy, tint it red, and put it in the back, and then put one of these in the front because it's a lot brighter. So I really think this is gonna look good in the front. We're just gonna have to put it on there and see. It's definitely gonna be a lot brighter. We tried it out earlier, but like I said, in the next video, we'll show you guys that. If you guys like what we're doing, like, comment, subscribe. Once we're done with this bike, we're gonna eventually sell it and then buy another bike, do the same thing, and maybe work our way up to a car or a truck. So if you guys like what we're doing, like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate any feedback you guys have, and we just appreciate you guys watching. So have a good day. Thanks so much.